You want me to put my headphones on?
No, you're good. You just be normal. Okay. One of us needs to be normal here. So if I'm screaming at you guys, it's because of this. How are you doing? You doing good? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm good.
So I plan to just go in and talk about. We're not live. Are we
We're
live right
live.
now? Oh, hey. Hey, everybody. As you see, we have a new feature here in this live. We have some headphones because we have a special guest, Aisha. So if I'm screaming at you guys during this live, you know why? Because I can't really hear myself. So excuse me ahead of time if I'm yelling. I'm feeling like a gamer girl. Who are the gamers in the comments? Any gamers? Katie's loving this. This is all Katie's world. Hey guys. Okay. Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Thank you for joining us for another Thursday. You guys, this is mega. So anytime that we do this dated insert live, it usually lasts for a long time, but I feel like I have things structured in a way that can keep us to our normal hour. So hopefully by 4:07, we're wrapped up for you guys so that you guys can get back to work and carry on with your day. But yeah, gamer girl here. Gamer girl Ashley. I need a screen name. What's my what would my screen name be? XX_Ashley_XX. Oh gosh. Okay. So welcome. If you, Aisha, can you introduce yourself to the peeps that may not know
Hi,
you?
everybody. So my name is Aisha. I am an affiliate and consultant with Cloth and Paper. Some of you probably talked to me just this last Tuesday. Welcome back to Live. I'm happy to be here and share some goodies with you for the 2025 collection.
Yes. And Katie was letting me know that you guys were looking for some sneak peeks during the workshop. And she said,
Yes.
no, no dice. Good job, Katie. But today we're going to give you guys all the insight on the 2025 inserts. I have one July sneak peek that I'm going to wiggle in here with you guys today as well. But also shout out to y'all because you guys have been loving the July bibliophile theme of the sub box. You guys, literally, that box is everything. What were your initial thoughts, Aisha, when you saw it?
And I need to start reading more. so that I get full use of the box. But I'm very excited, especially about the bag, the page marker, and the sticky notes. The read sticky notes from the last bibliophile box were some of my favorites. So I'm happy to see the refreshed version of those. So excited about it. And I'm excited about that transparent notepad that I saw.
Also, shout out to Jamie. She takes care of all of our emails that you guys see. This is her first time designing something for our sub box, and that was her first product that she designed for our sub box. So shout out to Jamie, the transparent vellum notepad. I'm very excited about too. So yeah, shout out to Jamie on getting that one done for us. Appreciate that. So let's get into the 2025 inserts. Where should we start, Aisha? Let's start small. Let's start small and work our way up. So let's start with the year overview, the overlays, and go on from there. So let's start with the things that you guys have seen before from us each year, and that is the year at a glance. So year at a glance, short and sweet. It's the whole year of 2025 at a glance at your fingertips. And we've printed it on a thick, transparent vellum. Sorry, you guys, if I'm yelling. I feel okay. So transparent vellum. Again, this is great. All of our dated inserts do have a year at a glance in them, but if you are using undated for whatever reason, this is a great purchase to make, to have the year at a glance in front of your undated inserts. We also have brought back our year overview inserts that look like this. That no changes or updates to these. You guys love these, and we haven't gotten any feedback from you guys on these. This is just a good way to look at your quarterly goals and quarterly tasks at a glance. You use these, don't you, Aisha?
I do. And I was
Yes.
just going to say, I always
Yes.
pair the year overview with a year at a glance in my CP Petite, always.
Mm.
I always pair a year at a glance pretty much with everything because I just need to see the entire year without having to flip through the different months or whatever. But I always pair that with the year overview and I keep it in my CP Petite. I love that.
Awesome. Together. And how do you use your year overview?
The year overview, it's kind of just like where I just mark out like event or not events, but like vacations or like conferences that I go to, anything where I'm traveling, where I need to just always keep it in my mind because I will forget. I like to put things down there. Birthday parties, especially, so that I know when I need to buy something. But it's more so for like big events. I don't necessarily put a lot of mundane things in there, but just those big items that I just want to remember.
Yeah. I know that you use your task delegation in the way that I'm about to say, but I like using these for like car maintenance things that you know that you have to get done once a year, maybe something like that. Yeah. Driver's license renewals, things like that, that you don't necessarily need to put each month, but you just need to put it on your quarterly just to have that overview there. But yeah, like she said, I also do like pairing it with a year at a glance. It just makes sense to me. And then we also have our monthly overviews that have had a slight update. By slight, I mean major update from from previous year's inserts. So that is another add-on, and also a little July sneak peek here of a dashboard. Let me actually give you up close here. This is a embossed foil. We did a foiled embossing, which is the first time that we've done that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right?
Beautiful.
Can you see?
And
another James Baldwin quote on there.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Did we see that?
Oh, wow.
All right. So a July sneak peek right there for you guys. All right. So here are the new 2025 overlay. Which planner did I put? All right. Here they go. They're in this one for sure. All right. So you have the 2025 dated year overlay here. Now, in previous years, sorry, we did not have the actual year overlay like this. So this is the first time that we've done this. So you have this option, and then you also have the vellum overlays for each month, which will look like this. So let me get this focused for you guys. There we go. So very simple, very clean. You know, we don't like doing too much with these overlays. We like giving you the option to layer and layer and layer. And so by keeping them simple and streamlined like this, you guys can layer on top of layer. And this is coming from prior year's design, which is this one. So you guys now have the option of two. You can get this one, which is the new one for 2025, or you can stay true to what you've seen from 2024 and 2023 and go with this font here. So you now have two options.
I mean, I think I do use them together.
Right? You could. You could. You
like
definitely could. So you have that option. And so, again, you'll get all 12 months. You guys get the drill. Yeah, all 12 months and the year like so. I love this update. Very excited about this change. Do you feel like you're going to go with the new style, or are you going to keep the...
I'm going to go with the new one.
Okay.
I love the typography on that one. I absolutely love it.
So. It's gorgeous. It looks very fresh, very modern, but still very sleek.
Absolutely.
Which I love.
Yep.
Right? All right. So let's get into the data insert. I think we should start with a new one because this one's going to take the most of our time. Do we want to start with the academic inserts?
Yeah, because I think people are most excited about the dated academics.
This is our very first time in the history of cloth and paper ever offering an academic insert of any kind. And so again, shout out to everybody that helped us in our focus group that we did. I think it was a few months ago now. So shout out to everybody that helped and contributed to that focus group. You guys helped us create our first academic dated insert. So do you have these with you, Aisha?
I do.
Okay, let's give them a snapshot. So first, let me walk through. So first, the dates for the academic inserts are going to run from July 2024, July 2024 to June 2025. Okay, so a full academic year. So if you get these this month, you can start using them July 1. And what I love, another update that we made, and you're going to see this on all 2025 data inserts, are our new monthly cover pages. You guys, I am obsessed with these so much. I love this update. Can we see these? Hold on.
So can I make a confession really quickly?
Yes, please do.
When I got the inserts, why did I read every quote for all 12 months?
Right? Because they're good.
They are so good.
They are so good.
So good.
And so I guess people don't really realize it's a lot of like legwork that goes in. Not only one, with every time we come up with academic inserts of any style, we're like researching how you guys are currently using your inserts, and so we make changes based on that. We also just research copy that resonates with us, and then we kind of put that on, our products, right? So it's a lot of research that goes into these products when we're putting them together. We're not just slapping things together. We'll pick a quote and we'll just like, that really doesn't flow with the rest of them. So we're making sure that it all makes sense and that it all flows and that it resonates. But I love how we kind of picked copy, and then on the side we picked kind of like the highlights or the high points from the copy. So on the left, it gives you kind of like a brief overview of what you're about to read, and over here on the right, it's like a deep dive into what you saw on the left. So all beautiful. I want you guys to experience that for yourself, but I'm obsessed with every single one, just like Aisha have. Like, I've seen these 20 million times over the past year, and I still read them every time a new set comes across my desk. So yeah, so you'll get 12 months of these overlays. So you'll have one again from James Baldwin, and the focus of the quote is resilience. So lots to read through. You have one from Audre Lorde, which is about valor, and we go into the deep dive on that. Shonda Rhimes, it's all about pursuit, and we go into a deep dive about that. So it's just so Octavia Butler. It's all about habits. So there's great. I'm getting goosebumps.
I know.
Just thinking about it. The quotes and everything and how it was broken down are beautiful. Like, you're going to want to plan it. You're going to want to open this every single day because it's just so inspiring to look at. But love. So
let me say this too.
Yes.
So I was reading the one in October. Well, after October. Okay. I've never heard of this person before. Noam Chomsky, I guess that's how you say his name.
Okay.
And the reason I feel like these are just placed where they need to be is because as an academic planner, when you get toward the end of semester, October, November, I don't know about any other student, but I'm feeling it.
You're losing steam. You're losing steam.
I'm like, do I need to keep going or am I ready to quit? What am I going to do? So the message of this one, a mental attitude characterized by a hopeful and positive outlook on life, it fits right on time with that at the end of the semester. And I'm like, how did they do that? How do you know to put that there? I mean, that was just like, wow. Okay.
When I tell you that the team really researches like the things that we talk about, you're like, why are y'all even bringing that up? Like, it seems so small, but when you think about someone is picking this up every single day, you want to think about where they are in their year when they come to certain things. So we are thinking about all of those things and the cadence and the flow of the inserts on top of like your overall experience.
Yeah. I mean, it was right on time.
Yeah. Thank you. So everyone wants to get the academic inserts because of that, but all the 2025 data inserts have the same monthly cover pages. So no matter which style you pick, you'll still get these monthly cover page. And that's coming from our previous style. So for 2024, our monthly cover pages looked like this. So we've kept that kind of same visual style, but slightly updated it with the font choice and the overall layout. So this is, love it, love it, love it. Very excited about these changes. And then at the beginning of each section, so let's go with the front. So you have your cover page that just talks about living each day with a sense of wonder and gratitude. And then you have your ownership page that you can put your name, your address, your school, your advisor, your student ID. Then you have your year at a glance. And then you have a section for your class schedule. Now this has 2 spaces in the inserts for this. So you'll have one for fall, winter semester, and also for spring, summer semester. So you'll see this twice in the academic insert. So you have this first, and then you have your grade tracker over here, and then your course overview for all of your classes. So you're all stacked up there, and then it goes straight into your planning, which you'll get a full 2-page spread on your monthly calendar. And then you'll get some note pages, and then it goes straight into your week. Now this is very new and interesting. One of our graphic designers, Nate, he showed us an example. He has a friend who has a girlfriend that teaches, and she used a similar style of planning when she lesson plan. So we kind of took bits and pieces from that and bits and pieces from the focus group, and that's how we came up with the layout that we have here. So I like that it's Monday through Friday with a split on the weekend, because as you know, most people in academics, they're not doing a ton on Saturday and Sunday, but they are still doing some work, some homework, some studying. And I like that you still have an area to prioritize each day, your to-do, and then there's an extra space for you to do whatever you want to do. Here you can put, it's been so long since I've been in school. I'm like, what would I put there? But like your meeting times, like if you have groups and stuff like that, you can put those meeting times down here. So you have kind of like a miscellaneous area every day that you can use, so however you see fit, but also a section for your priorities for each day and your task. And that's what every spread would look like.
One other thing too, Ashley, on that bottom part, you can also possibly, like, for example, if you have like weekly assignments, you could track your grades there. And then on the grade tracker, leave that for like exams, quizzes, big,
the
things
big
like
stuff
that count towards your grade, more so weighted. And then on the, like I said, on the weekly, you can do like weekly assignments, homework, that kind of stuff.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And basically that's how every month is set up. Your monthly spread, a large section for notes, and then into your weeks. So, and then once you get to the end of the semester in December and you're starting your semester again in January, then you run into the same pages, and shout out to RL for getting these layouts together for us, where you can put your class schedule like so. Feel free to screenshot these for ideas and things like that. Okay, we have a question. This would be a great insert for work, but can the class and course inserts be pulled out? Of course. So we try to make sure that the data inserts are as fluid and flexible as possible. So here are all your course overview pages here. And look, and here are all your weekly. You can completely take these out without any impact to anything else in your planner. And you still have your, so you could take all of this out. The class schedule, all of that, and you're still left with your weeks with no interruption. Your monthly notes, into your week.
That would be a great work insert. And I took most of my course outline sheets out because I wanted to keep just one for whatever class. So I got one for summer class, and I got 3 for fall, and then 3 for spring. So
I would like to note that this is the only insert that only comes in 3 sizes. So it comes in HP Classic, half letter, and A5, because we're figuring if you are using this for academic, you're less likely to want a pocket, an A6, a personal. You need more space to write and all those things. So you are restricted to those 3 sizes if you are considering using this for work. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add the course overview stuff back. Again, this is a great time to take screenshots because RL has put together some templates for us here on how to use each section. These are the page pens from last month's box here that she used for time blocking. We have Lux page flags here for courses. And then we just have highlighted sections here for coursework. And here's your grade tracker, an area for your GPA, goals for the semester, and of course your course overview. So you can put your professor's name, the days of the week that you meet, the location, how many credits, and then your task and important dates for the semester.
Can I add one thing, Ashley?
Of course, yes.
So with the class schedule, so for those that take online classes where they don't have a specific schedule for their classes, one way that they could use this particular sheet is to plan out what your study schedule is going to be. So, as an online student, you have to be very disciplined because you're on your own to get your work done. So it's not like you're going to meet on every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, so to speak. So what I've done in the past is I have a set schedule that I incorporate into, my routine, where I just have certain hours of the day where I study. If I have a test coming up, I'll plan out when I'm going to take that test or when I'm going to make time to block off for just making sure that, everything's quiet and, whatever the case may be, or if I'm going to have outside study time. So just think of different ways to use that page if you're not an on-campus student. Kind of use it like a study guide type thing.
Absolutely. Can you walk everybody through how you would go about setting this up for yourself, how you would use this yourself?
So I have here, I think I can share. There we go. So I've already added mine to my folio. And with my dividers, I have blocked them off by semester. So I have July and August, I have January, and then I have June in the back. So what I've done is for my monthly, I just use this particularly for class dates and discussion dates. And then for the course overview, of course, that's pretty much self-explanatory. For the summer, I'm only taking one class, so that's going to be business calculus, and I'll fill that out next week when the class starts. And again, this is what I use to create like what my study schedule is going to be. So pretty much my routine is that I study at the end of the day, normally from either 5 or 6 to like 9 or 10 at night. So I'll lay that out for this in terms of what that's going to look like.
Can you bring it down? Can you bring it down just a little bit? Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the grade tracker, I like to keep track of like just simply my test and my exams, and then my GPA at the bottom. And then again, this is pretty much like what we talked about, assignments and study group. I do a lot of my stuff on the weekend as well. So I was happy to see that this is together because I like to combine like Saturday and Sunday. I like to try to have at least one day where I don't have any work. So that'll make me think I only have one day, even though it's but like I said, the priorities, to-dos, this will probably be where I list out my homework, my lecture notes, when I watch my videos. The to-do section, of course, is just going to be what's going to be due that day. And then in the bottom, I would track like what my grades are for my homework assignments. For again, I just broke it out with the semester. So August, I just made myself a little note here about how I fill out the entire year. So I'll do a full calendar update, which means, I'll just print off the calendar from school, add in all of my registration dates, all of the dates for school break. I also I'm going to make a page in here that's going to track my curriculum. And what that means is I meet with my advisor like every semester, but I like to keep track of what classes I need to take going forward so that I know that I'm on the right track. So I'll have a place for that in here as well. And then that's just pretty much it so far that I have set up. And like I said, I have January broken off. I just added a little dashboard here to break off January. I added my class schedule where I'll fill that out for spring semester, and then course overviews. I added 2 for those for my next upcoming classes. Well, 2 or 3. I'm not really sure how many classes I'm going to take yet, but that's how I have it set up so far.
Awesome. Thank you. So Celia is just joining us and touching back on, if you like the layout of the weeks here and the month, you do have the option to remove the course overview pages and all of kind of like the more academic leaning pages without disrupting the flow of the insert. So essentially you can take out, again, the course overview pages that we have pictured here, the class schedule pages, and it will not impact the monthly cover pages, the monthly spread, the notes pages, or the weekly spreads if you want to use this type of layout for your work. However, with the academic layout, you are restricted to just HP Classic, half letter, and A5 because we figure you want to plan in a larger format if you're using an academic style insert. So hope that answers your question, Celia. Any other questions here, Katie? Ooh.
A lot of people really love the layout.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you guys like it. Again, as usual, lots of effort goes into making these products for you guys, especially new ones that we haven't done. We want to make sure that we're doing our due diligence and making sure that it is going to be helpful for you. So very excited about this addition to our data collection. So, and also for those that are new, this is the HP Classic size. This is our largest insert size that we offer. It holds 9 discs. I specifically have the academic inserts. This is the 1.5-inch disc inside of our HP Classic heirloom folio in the color Leon. Look at that. It looks so rich. I mean, I want to go to school one more time just so I can, bring this to class. My gamer girl headphones. But yeah, this is Leon HP Classic with 1.5-inch disc. And again, the academic inserts fit perfectly on the 1.5-inch disc. And you still have some space to add some extra note pages and things like that. But this is a full year of academic inserts and dividers here that fit on here perfectly fine.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Love it, love it, love it. So that's the first one. And I said I was going to have you out in an hour, and now I'm thinking I lied. Okay, let's talk about, what do we have here? We have the Monday Start Dated Daily. Now this one is in the small size folio, which fits HP Mini. So this is an HP Mini, and you can see I'm on 1.5-inch disc again that fit perfectly inside of the cactus folio in the color clay. Look, plenty of space. It doesn't interfere. Look at that. It's perfect. Nice and chunky. But yeah, your whole year of Dated Daily fits on there with no problem. Again, this is without dividers, though. There's no dividers on here. So keep that in mind. But a whole Dated Daily does fit here on 1.5-inch disc. So again, same deal. We have that cover page that all of the dated inserts have. They all have the same cover and monthly pages. It's going to go into your This Planner Belongs To page, your year at a glance, your holidays and observances, And then it's going to go right into your first monthly cover for January. And then this is a change that we've made from prior years. So again, like we said, we put a lot of research and effort into making sure that when we're delivering inserts to you, that they are reflective of how we see you guys using them online. So this is what our overlays, our monthly overlays previously looked like, where they had the long list on the right. We saw that you guys were very rarely using this. So we made the adjustments and we kind of expanded this out a little bit and added a section for priorities and important dates, and then another list area on the side. And then you still have an area for bills. But we've also expanded the goals areas so that you can really track 8 categories of monthly goals instead of just 6. So we were saying that you guys were using this more. So we decided to fill the space with more goal space and remove the long list here. So we saw that you guys weren't using this because you were actually using this instead on the monthly spread. So we made that change, and then you go directly into your monthly spread. And then notes pages, because you guys love as many notes as we can put in there. And then right into your data pages. Now, everyone always says, I missed the day on one page. But every time I see somebody say that, they're using 2 lines on the day on one page. So we try to make sure that, hey, one, paper's not being wasted, because if we were to put all of these dates, so how many pages is the Data Daily already, Katie? The way that we design it. I think it's 280 something or something like that. So imagine how many?
160 sheets.
160 sheets. So that's 320 pages. So imagine if we did every day on one page. One, they wouldn't all fit in your planner. So we would get that feedback from you. And that was one of the main reasons why we changed to the 2 pages per page, is because a lot of you wanted to put all of your inserts in your planner. And if we're sending you, what is that going to be? 600 and something pages, because every day is on a different page, and then including all of the year overview and all of that, then you're having to figure out a way to store those and not fill that all in your planner. So we made a couple of adjustments so that you guys, one, would be able to fit everything in your planner, but also save on the amount of paper that we were sending. Insert. So this is the happy medium that we came up with. And we haven't changed much of the layout here. But keeping this the same. And then you're going into your monthly covers. And in the back, like all styles, you have areas for notes and contact list. Any questions about this? Again, this is the small size folio. This is the cactus leather folio in clay. As you can see, it fits all of the Data Daily, no problem, on the 1.5 inch disc. And just for reference, I do want to show you guys, this is the 1.5 inch disc here, which is our largest disc size. Then you have the 1.25 inch disc. And then you have the 1 inch disc. You have the 0.75 and then the 0.5. So these are all the disc sizes that we offer if you're interested in switching up for 2025. All right, so those are the Data Daily. Let me see, do we have a Data Daily? Now, RL put us together a really nice Data Daily here. Again, get your screenshots ready. Look, oh my God, so gorgeous. Look at this. Look at that. So here's the monthly layout all filled out. Get yourself some ideas. This is the matchstick page flags. These are regular page flags. Square page flags fit perfectly inside of the monthly boxes for the A5, half letter, HB Classic. Is there any other sizes, Katie? The squares. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
They fit all of the bigger sizes.
Okay. We also have used spotlight page flags to highlight special dates, as well as time block stickers to highlight holidays.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? I love the color palette here. This is me using whiskey sour here to mark the page, so ignore that one, but she didn't put that one there. But yeah, here's what it looks like. Gorgeous. Screenshot for ideas. And then here's what the daily layout could look like. Gorgeous. So she's used square page flags for quotes. And you can also move these around if this quote resonates to you and you just want to I just need this quote every day this week. You can kind of move it around if you wanted to. Again, spotlight page flags for timed events. That was important. And we're using a regular page flag here to highlight task. And then the time block to highlight the week.
I love that.
Gorge. Screenshot this for ideas. And let's just, for giggles, since we're here, see how much of this can fit in that A5 Foundations planner. Because I know you're gonna ask. So also RL put together a little year overview for us too, highlighting important dates with transparent dot stickers. Can you see that?
All of these sizes are so tempting,
aren't they?
I'm already set, but they are tempting.
I'm staying in half letter for 2025. I've confirmed that. I'm staying in half letter. What are you doing? HP mini?
Yeah.
And half letter? And half letter?
And half letter. And CP petite.
Okay. I'm doing half letter, CP petite for sure. I'm trying to figure out how I can make that traveler's notebook work in my life. Yeah.
Well, you can take it with you. I know you're going to be traveling soon, so make
sure
that can be your little on the go.
I might do that. Oh, I forgot to show you one more page. The overview page, the monthly overview. Now, you guys really want to screenshot this one, because I know that you guys always want to look for inspo for this page, but look at that.
Oh my good.
Gorgeous.
Somebody screenshot that.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I love that.
So using the time block stickers for the goal section. So we have a mental goal, physical, fulfillment, hobbies, family, relationships, career, and financial. Love it. I'm actually. Right?
Kodak moment.
Love it. Okay. So let's see how much fits in. So if you're just joining, all of these inserts now are going to be live. They are live right now as of 3 p.m. with the exception of 2, right? That I'm going to show you today. All right, we're getting close. Can we do it? Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
A whole dated daily. And your A5 Foundations planner. Now keep in mind, this doesn't have dividers. So your dividers, good thing we have moved to the thinner material. So the divider shouldn't take up much room in your planner, but you can fit a whole dated daily on your A5 Foundations. Stunning. Stunning.
See, this is how you got me last year.
I know. I'm getting myself, and I already told you that I'm sticking with half letter, but I'm getting myself.
This is how I got caught up last year because that looks so good.
Okay. What else you got, Aisha? Anything else?
I'm ready to see the horizontals.
All right. Let's see what we got for horizontal. What do I have? Over here somewhere. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Horizontal weekly in A5. Fits on here with plenty of room. Plenty of room. I don't know if you can see that in your foundations planner.
Now, Ashley, do you use monthly dividers?
So, actually, did I bring mine out? I do. I use them inside of so I use the essentials divider set, but I put inside of my schedule tab, I do put the quarter, the months.
Okay. Because I was thinking if someone wanted to divide that up without if they wanted to maybe divide it up by 4 top tabs and divide it out by quarter, and then incorporate the today marker just, within the weeks or the days, then that way that could save on a little space.
You can save on space by doing 6 blank tabs too.
Yeah.
So what we did was put 2 months in between each one.
That would be perfect. Yep.
So here is 2 months inside of each tab so that you can use 6 less tabs than what you would if you're dividing them by month.
Yep. That would be great.
For me, I only put half of my year in my planner anyway, so I don't really run into that issue because I take a lot of notes, so I need more notes pages than I do anything else most of the time.
Okay.
So here's the horizontal weekly. Same thing, same cover. This planner belongs to page. Is that coming up clear for everybody? Holidays and observances, and then straight into your monthly covers, your monthly overview, your monthly spread, notes page, and then into your horizontal weekly. So we didn't make a lot of adjustments to the weekly spread. You guys love that. We don't hear any feedback from you guys on this. We have kept these sections blank where you can really use them how you see fit. But yeah, all of that. And again, as you move on, all of them have the same monthly covers that all the other dated inserts have. You got Michelle Obama, you got Frida Kahlo in here.
So good.
Morgan Freeman. Who doesn't love Morgan Freeman?
I know, right?
And his whole blurb is about autonomy. It's just so good how this is all laid out, and it really does speak to you as you're planning through your year. So,
and you hear it in his voice when you're reading it.
You do
hear his voice.
Yeah, think in his voice when you're reading this.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the horizontal weekly. Same deal in the back. You have your notes pages and contact list as well. So that is the horizontal weekly. Any questions, Katie? Are we seeing anything?
We do have some people asking about the products that are showing up sold out.
Right.
So we can sign up. You can sign up for them.
Right. So there's a couple items that weren't completely ready to go yet today, which are the weekly schedule. So you can sign up for email alerts to be notified once those are actually placed in stock. So the weekly schedule and the admin inserts, both of those are not available to ship today. So we do have a sign up available for you to sign up for alerts for those. We didn't want to make them available because you guys know we don't like doing pre-orders. It gets messy, it gets chaotic, and then you guys want your stuff today anyway when you order. So if we give them to you guys today, we're just trying to help you guys out and help ourselves out at the same time by not doing a pre-order on those. So it is a wait list for those items. But I will give you a sneak peek. And you have to forgive us because we printed this out on our copier, so it's not to standard. So ignore the paper and the print quality on this. Thank you. Yes. So yeah, ignore the print quality on this. This is not our normal paper. This is a one-off that we did just for this live today to be able to show you guys. But the weekly admin is another brand new style, brand spanking new. And same deal, same cover page that all the other data inserts have. Has notes pages. This time the notes pages are in graph. Yes. You have your holidays and observances. You have your year at a glance. And then you have your monthly admin, which is just a month on a single page. Again, ignore the paper quality. This is just regular copy paper and not our normal insert paper because we did this by hand. So ignore that. But this is what the dated admin will look like. So everything's dated here. Has your holidays pre-printed for you. And then an area for tasks, important dates, and an area for next month. Right? All right, you're thinking. You're thinking.
Yes.
And then this is exciting. Ready? So then your weekly layout is, I'm trying to line it up, y'all. We had to cut this by hand. Okay. Your weekly admin. So we've combined the weekly admin with it. So you have your week on the left and then graph on the right. So it's kind of like a cross between Hobonichi style and our weekly admin. So if you run out of space over here, you can easily move over here, migrate over here. I got you think, don't I got you?
Let me write that down.
And so then you have an area for weekly task and your habits and focus here. And then it goes into your notes pages. And then your next week will look like that. That. And then your cover pages. I love these so much.
That screams CP petite material right there.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely, it does.
This screams CP petite. But speaking of CP petite, you can also fit a full, dated monthly in CP petite. So I've used the CP petite monthly tabs. I got one that's black, ignore that, and the rest are white. But this is the Monday start dated monthly inserts, and they all fit on the 1/2 inch disc inside of your CP petite. So if you're looking for a pocket sized, easy to carry purse size planner, CP petite might be your boo. And because it fits a whole year of dated monthly. So let me just go through this quickly. So again, these are the CP petite monthly tabs. So there's just 6 of them, and each tab has 2 months. So again, you're taking up less space by having 2 months between each tab. And then again, this is the Monday start. So same deal, same cover pages. Am I focused? There we go. I mean, imagine all this in your purse. You got your year at a glance, your holidays and observances, same going into your cover pages, your monthly spread, and then right into your next month.
Everything you need.
Everything you need for planning on the go. So yeah, that's CP petite. These again, 1/2 inch disc. It fits a whole dated monthly. And again, so you know that we offer our inserts in like a Monday start and a Sunday start. And the Monday starts come with Monday start months and Monday start weeks. But if for some reason you want a Sunday start month, you can buy the Sunday start months and swap them out because everything is kind of interchangeable that way. So, for example, you see how the month starts On a Monday, you can swap this out with the Sunday start, and all you would do is take these two out. And as you can see, this doesn't take the monthly covers with it, and you can easily replace it with another, with the Sunday start. And again, this is CP Petite, and you do have room to bump this up to 1 inch with no problem. I think I do have 1 inch to show you. See, this is what it would look like with 1 inch disc as opposed to the. All right. So what do you guys think about the dated admin? Do we like these?
Oh, people love them.
Love these?
Love.
When I could sneak graph into anything, I get very excited. So this being all graph, very pumped. Very pumped. I know it's a love-hate with graph. All right. Let's talk about Old Faithful.
Vertical.
Oh, yep. Old Faithful. Vertical Weekly.
I call it flagship.
Yes, it is our first dated, like true first dated insert. And so same deal, same cover pages and everything. We're going to get right to the meat and potatoes of the Vertical Weekly. You got your monthly overview. Take a screenshot. Gorgeous. Your months. Note pages. And then you get right into your Vertical Weekly. Nothing has changed here. It's Old Faithful. You guys love Vertical Weekly. The only adjustment we've made is to the cover pages and the monthly overview. But everything else is the same. So that's Vertical Weekly. And that was the Sunday start. So Sunday start week with the Sunday start month. Okay. And let's look at the weekly schedule, shall we? Weekly schedule. Same deal, same cover. Getting right into it. Look at that.
Oh.
This is the one that I've been using for 2024. I love this.
Screenshot.
Screenshot this one for sure. But I like how RL split this up. She split this up between like content, admin, creative. Like she split the days up here on the task side of things, which I really love. And I like that we use both spotlight stickers, time block stickers. We've used square page flags. We use dot stickers here. We've used circle page flags, Lux page flags. Beautiful.
Yeah, color palette is everything.
Isn't that orange is speaking to me? Sedona, if you guys didn't know, this is the Sedona color. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is the weekly schedule. If you guys, if you kind of need some help with productivity and maybe you lose track of time and track of your projects, time blocking is a great way to see where your time is going. That is why I like weekly schedule. It's helped me a lot see where my time is being devoted to, and get better with managing it. So if you're someone that needs that, this is a great insert for managing that. The same deal, has the same weekly spread and monthly spread. Same monthly overview. But yeah, I used these this year. It was so lovely. And that is them not filled out. Cheryl, you used these this year too, right? Love these. Katie, what did you use? Your everything? Katie uses everything.
Actually, do you ever find yourself using more than one type of insert across all of your planners?
I have some of the undated admin in my CP Petite and some of the undated daily in my CP Petite and notes pages in my CP Petite. But then in my main planner that I use, it's only the weekly schedule.
Okay.
And my half letter. I'm very particular. Like I like everything to look very uniform. So I don't like too much mismatch of like multiple inserts in.
Gotcha.
Like multiple dated styles in one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the weekly schedule. That's what it looks like there. Am I forgetting one? Did I forget any? Uh-huh. So the two insert styles that are currently, you just have to put your name on the wait list in order to get them, are these weekly schedule inserts here and the admin inserts. Both of these are not available until a little bit later. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks here, we'll be able to start making these available for purchase. But these are the two styles that you cannot get today and have shipped today. As well as the vellum overlays. They're not ready as well.
Here I thought I was through for 2025. See how you do?
You know, we always have to.
I know
Do something. I think those are all of the inserts, if I'm not mistaken. Any questions? Anything that you feel like we should cover, Aisha, that we haven't covered?
No, I don't think so. That was good though.
Very excited with this year's lineup and this year's offering. I feel like we have something for everyone's style. We have teachers and students are covered for once, right? We're so happy that we are able to create something and provide you with a tool that can help you for the upcoming school year. I feel like we have something for the people that need to know where their time is going because they're a little bit discombobulated. I feel like if you're a list maker and you love like planning and like list style, I like Old Faithful, which vertical weekly is great for those that like to just list things out rather than horizontal layouts. And then horizontal weekly, I like that you can split the visual space in half by putting timed events on the left and your task on the right. So I think we have something for how everyone thinks and how everyone plans.
Yep.
So yeah. Any questions? Now's your time, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer anything while you have us both here.
People want to know about the spiral.
The spiral. So we were talking about the spiral planner this year. We think that we're gonna make it undated for the sub box. What's your thoughts on that, everybody? But we would also have a dated option as well.
Oh, okay.
But in the sub box, it will be undated. How do we feel about that?
Personally, I'm okay with it because I'm going to switch over. This will be the first time I'm using the academic insert for my school stuff. So I'm excited to try that out because you know that the spiral, like I told you, had me in a chokehold. That is like my favorite. I mean, even you know, now that I think about it, even undated in the sub box will be great if someone wanted to use it for like journaling,
right?
Memory keeping, anything. Because I've used it in the past for that, and it's worked fantastic. So
yeah, I feel like undated would give people a little bit more flexibility. Especially if you're getting your data inserts now, you just have a little bit more flexibility come November to use it in a different way without feeling restricted. You know what I mean? So yeah, something that we were talking about today. I'm leaning towards undated. I see some mixed reviews, but we'll offer it both undated and dated post sub box. I believe. We'll see.
And I think Undated too in the sub box will give a little reprieve to people that have already established what their system is going to be for 2025 without having to figure out, now what am I going to do with this extra calendar?
Right. Or feel the pressure that they have to use the spiral for 2025.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see. I see the mixed reviews here. I'll take it all in. But yeah, we'll see. Someone said, any chance on a future spiral undated calendar in HB Classic or notebook size? So like a letter size type spiral, like the size of our time block notepad. If you want a spiral that's larger, I would look at our time block notepad that we have on our website currently. It's undated. Someone said, I like the undated option because if you have multiple planners and you miss a week or month, you're not losing out. That's, see. Great. Someone said, are the weekly inserts undated? Which ones are you referring to? Everything that I'm showing right here is all dated. Okay.
There's a mix of between people who like undated versus dated.
Okay. I think I'm leaning undated, guys. I think I'm leaning that way. We'll see. All right. I think we answered all your questions. You guys don't have any questions about the dated inserts? Can you leave us in the comments which style you got today? Which style did you purchase for today? Just curious. And what size did you purchase it in? And I forgot to mention, we have a gift with purchase. Oh my gosh. This is major. I don't know how I forgot. So if you purchase dated inserts, how long does this run for?
Through the end of the month.
Okay, so this will run through the end of the month. So while supplies last, we'll be shipping you an archive box with your dated insert order. This will allow you to house your 2024 dated inserts. When you're all done with them, you can put them up on a shelf all lovely. I've actually reposted an Instagram story today of somebody using their archive box. So if you want some inspo, look at that. But this is going to come as a gift with purchase for any dated purchases, any 2025 dated. But it won't include the dated monthly, the year overview, and the year at a glance. So if you just purchase this, you won't be qualified. If you just purchase the year overview, that won't qualify. You have to purchase like a weekly or a daily insert in order to qualify for this gift of purchase.
Undated?
No, it has to be a dated 2025. Dated 2025 weekly or daily insert to get these. Let's see, can you guys see that? Can we show them? Yeah. There we go. So it says cloth and paper 2023/2024 archive. And it's magnetic and it has ample space for you to put your 2024 inserts in here.
So good.
Someone said they got the vertical weekly lined and Monday start in A5. Someone got the horizontal weekly Monday start in half letter. Love it. Oh, wow. A5 horizontal weekly. So what do you think you're going to do, Aisha? You're going to do academic inserts and then something else? Or
Oh, yeah, I've already ordered mine. I have academic. Yeah, I already ordered mine. I have the academic inserts in half letter. I have, of course, horizontal in mini HP. I did my year overview and month at a glance, or not month at a glance, year overview, monthly in CP Petite. And then I added to my list the 2025 weekly admin dated because
it's beautiful.
Right. So I don't know. That might get thrown in the mix somewhere, but that's what I've ordered so far. And a year at a glance for my A5. So
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Someone said they got the horizontal weekly Monday start and half letter. They said the HP Classic Cornell Notes notebook, please. Don't we have that? Oh. Pairs well with the academic planner. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. That's a great point. All the Cornell style inserts, we have Cornell insert too, compare well beautifully with the academic inserts.
That's one of my favorite inserts.
Awesome. I think that was everything. Oh, Ryan has words of wisdom, guys.
He's been quiet today. No sneaks?
No sneaks for him today. One more time.
One comment, saying, asking about when we're getting new dashboards. I'm not sure if they're talking about it in Subbox or to the shop. Subbox.
What's the question about, like, what do you do with last call?
No, this person just keep asking when we're getting new dashboards and I never get the answer.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one come through. But Ryan said that he sees a question coming through regarding someone asking when are we going to get new dashboards. Every month we're creating new dashboards for our Subbox. If you're interested in new dashboards, that is a great place to start. But I would keep your eyes on upcoming happy hours as well. We've been working tirelessly on these dated inserts. Where's that? That's why we don't have dashboards. We're working on inserts. You see all these inserts? All right. Words of wisdom. Ryan says the new year stands before us like a chapter in a book, waiting to be written. We can help write that story by setting goals. Beautiful. Let me say it one more time. A little choppy. The new year stands before us like a chapter in a book waiting to be written. We can help write the story by setting goals. And that was by Melody Beatty. Love it. Thank you.
Fitting or weird?
No, it's great. No, it's always great. They're always great.
They're wise words.
Yes. Love that.
Right on time for 2025.
Right on time.
I like all the phrase like I write them.
Fantastic.
You need a good, like, aesthetic eye to know what's a good quote, what's not.
Astra says thank you for reading her question, Ryan. Appreciate that.
Ooh, I like this too.
Someone said it's actually cheaper to get dashboards in the Subbox. Girl math. See, Astra, Kathy's gonna hook you up. She's got all the tips. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you, Aisha, for joining us. I appreciate it. Thank you for dealing with Gamer Girl today. Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for dealing with Gamer Girl. Huh? No. DJ? DJ Ashley. Gamer Girl Ashley. But yes, so we might see you in a future Happy Hour Live sometime soon, right, Aisha?
Like next week.
Who are you going to be with? Who are you by yourself, or are you going to invite somebody?
I'm going to leave it a surprise. I have a special guest.
Oh, interesting. I look forward to seeing that. But yeah, I will see you in a couple weeks. Aisha will see you guys next week. So we'll see you in a couple Thursdays, and Aisha will see you next Thursday.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thank you.